Hello everyone, I'm Sunny Prakash. I welcome you for the next module on networking from the course on introduction to Internet of Things for Cohort. The session we are going to see about what is the networking and why it is needed, what are the LAN infrastructure, and what are the networking components we are going to see over in this class. So why networking is needed? If there is a scenario that if you're going to connect with the two devices, there is a single communication port is more than enough. But when you want to communicate with a larger group of devices, you need a particular address to locate a particular devices. So when these devices are located heterogeneously on different locations, for example, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. For example, there is a scenario I want to transfer data from A to H. So there can be a different way to transmit the data. So there can be a different way to transmit a data from A to B, D to E, E to G, and F. And it can be possible over in this criteria also. So it can be directly, we can communicate if there is any shortest path, that directly can be communicated. And you can directly communicate from A to D and to E by bypassing the A, F and B, C. Directly we can transmit to the A to D. So this is how there are different routes are available for going from going from location A to the H location. But we need a proper networking that the shortest path we have to identify, and we have to locate the H node from A node, which is the shortest path, and it has to be do. There are a lot of communication protocols are involved in transmitting a data from A to H, and also there are a lot of there are large number of routing algorithms are available to transmit the data from A to H. If there are a lot of complexities also being there in transmitting the data from A to H. So why actually the networking is needed? So this is why the networking is needed. So to enhance many devices, the cars communicating to reduce traffic. So online gameplay where you need a networking. So access to the media libraries, you need a networking. To access the data or computational power outside the devices, you need a networking. So these are the various categories where networking is needed. So there are a lot many objectives where the networking is needed is available. So basically, networking we'll be discussing about the basic protocol is the client server protocol. So whatever the data we need, we will be requesting to the server, and the server will respond it. So this is called as a client, and the client are the devices what we the client or the devices what we have it as a mobile phone. It can be a desktop or laptop. It can be of any handheld devices, or it can be a independent system also. The client will be asking about certain X variable data to the server, and the asking of the data is called as a request, and the server will be handling the request from the resources where it is being available. For example, I want to access www.google.com, google.com. I will be posting it in the HTTP address. So this google.com has a dedicated IP address will be there, and this IP address will be hosted at some server of XXX. So this server will be called as the resources. So this once a server has obtained the handle the request from the resources, it will be transmitting the data again to the client. So it will be broadcasting the data as a response message. So this is how data being requested from, and how the server process the request and handle the request from the resources, and again the response to the client is being made. So the client server model is very common. There are can be a multiple number of types of client server model. For example, the single server, one or more clients will be there. So the next one is a single server provides a service for clients. The server manages the resources, and server responds to the request from the client. So these are the various type of operation that is being handled by the client server transaction. So next we'll be seeing about the computer networks. So the most commonly used networks are called local area network. So the hierarchical system of the computer-based devices which communicates through the local area networks. So the local area network is a small group of network which connects with the different types of computer. It may be inside the lab or it may be inside the campus. So the mostly Ethernet will be used for establishing the local area network. So the wide area network is another one example. So mostly the wide area network you will be having the global net connected with the global network, such as the internet is a very best example for a wide area network. So next one is the mobile ad hoc network. So these networks are the refurnishable that can be recreated and reconfigurable kind of a thing. So continually charging network built from the wireless built from net wireless devices. For example, it is connecting the Wi-Fi devices through mobile devices, mobile phone kind of a devices. There are a lot many mobile phones will be connected to the single Wi-Fi point. So if the every mobile phone is a client, so these clients will be automatically rearranging with the neighboring. For example, if you take your hostel Wi-Fi network, so each and every router will be placed at a certain distance. For example, this is the hostel roof, and you will be having the X router here and Y router here and Z router here. So if you are having the mobile phone of A, which is this is the access area of the X router, and this is the access area of Y router, and this is the access area of Z router. So when the A travels from the X location to the Y location, it will automatically reconnected with the same network of different router. The subnetting mask will be getting varied. So again, if the A is didn't travel from Z location to the Y location to the Z location, again it will be connected to the Z router. So this is how the localization has been made. So typically it is mostly used for a short range. So most common for the IoT kind of devices. A small LAN network can be having a switch kind of a devices. There is no routing protocol will be implemented over in the switch. The host asks for a particular IP address, and once it is connected to the switch, and it will be connected to the, for example, host 2 it want to connect, it can directly connect through switch. Host 2 want to connect to the host 1, it cannot be directly connected with the host 1, only through switch it will be getting connected to the host 1. So Ethernet is a common LAN protocol we are going to use. The Ethernet switch send messages to write input or output. So this is what's called as a small LAN. So larger LAN, the multiple number of switches will be connected to the special devices called as the um, linking devices, so called as a router. So router is a device which will be used here in the larger LAN. It spans across the building, and the smaller LAN networks are connected by the bridges. So the bridges which speaks both LAN protocols. So mostly these devices will be the bridge can act as a router also. So this devices is called as a bridge. So the bridge connects the two switches. Sometimes the bridge can be a router. So it need not to be a router, but mostly all the router act as bridges. So wide area network, you will be connected over the router. So router will be handling the shortest path kind of an algorithm kind of a thing, so that it will connected with a multiple number of LANs that is expanded over different geographical location. So the wide area network in this will be connected over internet mostly. So that's all about the networking, and we'll be discussing about more on networking in next class. Thank you all.